Let's start with the very basic Aak Mare song on uh, Ranveer Singh and Sara Ali Khan, and you see the quintessential Karan Johar saying, "One more remix." It's an habit of Karan Johar to make things on the nose and talk about it and have a discussion and maybe celebrate it. And sometimes it goes off the hands, maybe all the times, but that's what who Karan Johar is. And with a new show of Imran Hashmi, Showtime, talking on the head of nepotism, is being executive produced by none other than Karan Johar, and we can find many interesting takes of whether it is good, bad, right, wrong, and all the things. But it all gets summed in a very simple dialogue by Imran Hashmi, like in the scheme of fighting over insider versus outsider. Every outsider wants to become an insider, and maybe that's a very good quote, but perhaps it's not the best thing. And the thing is, what is nepotism in a nutshell? Why it happens? And is there any solution to it? And we have all the answers, but we don't have to look for it. The first and foremost thing is it's all depends upon the wealth. If you are in a profession which gives you immense wealth, then you would want to keep that wealth to yourself and maybe to your family. And the best way to do that is to pass on all the leading changes to your family members, and that is called nepotism. It happens because of wealth. For example, if you have a business where you're the owner of the business and you get 100 crores per year, and you have kept employees whom you pay 10,000 rupees, and perhaps your son or your daughter wants to become an employee, and that's what make them give them satisfaction, but you will force them, motivate them, guide them, and maybe they would want to also become the owner of the shop because that's where the wealth is. It would rarely happen that you would give the charge of your uh, restaurant or business to someone who is not a family. And the reason is simple, because it has a concentration of wealth. And if we remove the concentration of the wealth, maybe imagine a place of business where you as an owner earns 8,000 rupees and the employees earn 10,000 rupees. Now suddenly you will not want your family to be keep the owner of the restaurant, because it is more headache, more challenges, and there is no wealth. So it is much more fruitful to become an employee. So you do what where the wealth is, and this is what nepotism is. If you are in a profession where you're not being paid very highly, you don't want your family members to be part of it. But if you're paid very highly, you want your family members to be part of it, and you do almost everything in your power to stop anyone else get in the business because you don't want the wealth to go away. But let's talk about Bollywood, and yes, there are things where you can say that is the people who make a star or not, an actor or not, and all these things. But it's like that, if in a movie you give chance only to star kids, to 80% of the crowd, and 20% is outsider, and definitely some of them will become star. It's just, it's not the process is not happening organically. You're not hiring someone because they will make the film or a story great. You're hiring them because some of the stories will fail, some will fall, but whoever becomes successful, it has to be a star kid, because you have to keep concentrating the wealth around them, and create a monopoly, a family of businesses where you want only the people who happen to have the wealth to keep on happening. And sometimes the other people break in, the new people break in, and some when they become star, perhaps they want to do the same thing again and again. This cyclical nature, and I don't not have a solution for it except that be kind, acknowledge that it exists, and try to be fair and honest in your dealings at least, and that's it. And if you have amassed so much wealth, be generous, be kind, and pay it forward in some way or other. That's it. That would help.